gentlemen, the show is about to start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Top of the morning, Raider Nation. How y'all doing on this Wednesday? Yes, indeed, it's hump day. Man, we getting closer to week 2 against these old punk-ass Buffalo Bills. But you already know, man, we ready. We ready. I think the team is ready. I think this team has a whole different demeanor about themselves as far as the approach to each game, each week. I think week 1 was a big confidence booster. I'm hearing like a lot of stuff behind the scenes in the locker room. This team is growing. Each week, this team is growing. Now, what do we compare week 1 to? Week 2. You know what I mean? We compare week 1 to week 2. We got to see what the production looks like. Did they go in and fix the things that's obvious that were not working in their favor? If they do all this and they continue to grow week by week by week, we're going to have a nice product by the time we get to the end of the season. A lot of chatter going on that this team has the confidence to go into each game and expect, not hoping to win, expecting to win. That's a whole different mindset. You know what I mean? So that's a reflection on the type of talent that Ziegler and the front office went out there and acquired, whether it's through draft or through free agency. But that speaks volumes on the direction of this team and exactly what we've needed. We needed a confidence booster. We needed a team that really believes that they can go out there and win any game that they go out there and play in. And that's just week 1. There's a lot of stuff in week 1 that you have to correct. Yes, indeed. But I think sometimes we're so focused on the negative things of the team that we overlook the positive. And to be honest with you, we're speaking on defense today. Throw that D in Buffalo. You know, throw that D. Throw that D in Buffalo. The defense is really not bad like people think it is. There's a lot of promise to it. That's the one thing. The only thing you got to do is capitalize off of learning from your mistakes, correcting them, and heading in week 2, and then let it all out on the line. Put it out there on the field, man, and see what happens. So I'm excited to see what that does. You feel me? But there's a lot of positives that I've seen. I'm going through the stats. The numbers never lie. Never lie in the numbers. And I'm crunching the numbers. I'm looking at it. I'm like, this team is not that bad. I go in and I look at the rankings overall. You know what I mean? Just team rankings. Right now, the Raiders are 8th in the league. We're top 10 right now as a complete team. We are 8th. Complete team. We are in top 10 right now. Now all we got to do is, like I said, capitalize, learn from it, and get even better. You know what I mean? Get even better, increase the knowledge by going over game film, looking at your mistakes, correcting those mistakes by making sure that they don't reoccur, and then continue on your mission. And I guarantee you, if this team keeps doing this, hey, we got something special in the works, y'all. Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Thank y'all for pulling up, man. Let me go ahead and shout y'all out. Shout y'all out one time, man. You know what I mean, man. I got to shoot y'all out. Hold on real quick. I got to fix something real quick. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's drop this down like that. All right. So now let's go ahead and shout out the chat, man. The world's most dangerous chat. You know what it is. NWA all day. My dude, NorCal Raider Jesse is in the building. Yes, indeed. Eagletarian 207. Salute to you, my brother. Thank you for being here. Yes, sir. We got Willie Wayne in the building, man. Thank you for pulling up. Eddie Diaz, man. What is the deal, man? Top of the morning. Salute to you. Yes, sir. Raider Syndicate is in the building. Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. Eugene Powell, my dude, man. Top of the morning. Thank you for pulling up. Let's see. Mike Guerrero, my dude, man. You get your voice back. You know what I mean? Hey, get ready to lose that shit at the TV Sunday, boy. Sunday morning. Hey, it's going down. You feel me? Oh man. Just Listen podcast, man. Salute to you. Thank you for pulling up, man. I appreciate the support. Man, it's good to see you, man. And you know what they say? What's better than one red ring? Two of those Mickey Fickies, man. Hey, my dude, 2 red rings in the building. Tony Shepard is in the house, man. What is the deal? We in here, man. RDF, what it do, man. Tops. Good to see you here. Yes, sir, man. Let me see. We got some other people tiptoeing. Thomas Hernandez, man. What's the deal, man? Salute to you as well, man. Good to see you, man. Top of the morning. Milka Beasley, my guy, man. What it is. Yes, sir, man. Let's see who else we got up in here this morning, man. We got a good little show for you, man. Greater Gabe, my dude, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for pulling up, man. For real. Wild Turkey in the building. Yes, sir. We got the usual suspects in the house. You feel me? We got Willie Wayne in the house, man. You know what it is? Man, we ain't half-stepping, never that. You feel me? Yes, indeed. Chris Ariola in the building, man. Good morning to you as well. Man, good to have you here. Yes, indeed. The good stuff is in the house, man. Tops to you. Thank you for coming up and hanging out with your boy Raider Goon, my dude. Top of the morning, man. Hey, I'm ready for week 2, bruh. I'm ready to get up. Hey, after I get done with the shows on Saturday night, I'm going straight, bruh. I'm not staying up all night. You know what I mean? For those that don't know, me and Raider Ben got a segment on Black Saturday called the Bash Brothers. We just gonna go in on the Buffalo Bills and their fan base. You know what I mean? And then after that, that's our segment is at 10 p.m. Pacific to 11. It's an hour long, and then after when 11 hit, boom, I switch over and go to the Dirty Lunatic show, and we'll be on there for about an hour or two, maybe at the most, from 11 to 12 or 11 to 1. That'll give me time to go ahead and get some rest, get up at 8, do game day morning with the nation, and then 10 o'clock. Hey, let's beat the Buffalo Bills ass. You feel me? Tap that ass one time, man. You know what it is? Shoot, for real. Belinda Brown, what is the deal? Good morning. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. I was telling everyone Sunday that the defense was solid. If it wasn't for a rocky start because he held them to 3 points. You know what, hey Gabe, this is what okay, we're gonna get into it in a minute, man. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad I'm not the only one with you know what I mean, with action at seeing exactly what this defense is, bro, and what it can be. And then there's a lot of people that's kind of like, it seemed to me they're panicking. I don't like what Tyree Wilson did or Murray. I'm about to break it down in a minute, bro, because I'm going over these numbers and I'm like, this defense is not bad. It's just, we'll get to it. Just hold on real quick. Let me get through the chat, man. Cassano Crowder, man, good morning to you. Thank you for being here. So I appreciate it. Yes, we left points out there in last week, but Michael, we're gonna break it down though, bro. You know what I mean? And I always tell people, you have excuses and then you have reasons. Excuses is like your quarterback has a bad day and you say, oh, well, he didn't take his multivitamin and he didn't give enough sleep. That's an excuse. But the reason why he lost is the reason. You know what I mean? Why he didn't perform well. There is a reason why. You know what I mean? And people get reasons and excuses. They get it misconstrued. And you got to understand and know the difference. You usually have an excuse because you're trying to make it so that person or whatever is not accountable for what they've done. So you making them an excuse of like, oh well, he had an ingrown toenail. That's why he missed the field goal. That's an excuse. But the reason why he missed it is maybe his approach was too soon, or the holder wasn't ready, or the wind gust at that set. There's reasons why things happen, and then there's excuses that people make up because they don't agree with the reasons. You know what I mean? So hey, we're gonna keep this shit pushing in a minute. Frankie Sanchez, what's the deal, man? Top of the morning. Thank you for being here. Salute to you as well. Who else? Eddie Willis in the building, man. For real. Thank you for being here. Top of the top Raiders. That's right. I appreciate it. I appreciate you for being here, man. For real. Charles Washington in the building. Man, you just in time, bro. For real. We about to do some breakdowns on what my observation is. Tony Sheffield, who else we got? Alvaro, I hope I don't mess up. Paredes. I hope I got that right. Good morning to you. Appreciate you for being here, man. If this is any of your guys' first time here, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumbs up, man. Hit that like. If you want to leave a comment, if you want to share the video, man, I would appreciate that. It makes the algorithm go ahead and have YouTube put this out as an option for people looking for Raiders content, man. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. For those that don't know the schedule, we are here Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern on Raiders Allegiance. Man, I'm Lunatic Raider, your host. Man, I'm glad you guys are here, and I hope you enjoy and entertain and learn some new information, whatnot. And we're going to go back and forth in the chat, man. It's all good. We're all family. You know what I mean? This is where we all unite under the silver and black. You feel me? Let me see. I'll make sure I ain't miss nobody. Gravy in the building, man. Top of the morning to you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Is that about it? I think we're just about ready to go ahead and move forward. Joel E, my dude, tops to you. Appreciate you, man. All right, let's get into it. All right. So the things I was looking at was the defense, right? And I think because when I watched the game, I looked at a lot of struggling and stuff too, you know, with tackling and what first half though. First half was a lot of mishaps, a lot of things that can be corrected to make this team better on defense. We know offense already. We're talking defense now because that's going to be the key to go ahead and face these Buffalo Bills. You feel me? Here's the breakdown. The breakdown is this with our defense. We're not as bad as what most would think. Let me get this thing up one time for y'all. Hold on, let me get rid of this. I hope this shit don't jam up on me, bro, because it did it to me earlier and I had to shut it down and come back. If I get kicked out of here, just hold on. I'll be right back. I'm trying to close the screen. And it's not letting me do it. Okay, so we'll just do it like this then. I'll do it again. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. All right, so this is the thing with the defense, and people got to understand this. You got 11 starters on defense, right? Out of that 11, you have 5 brand new starters that were not here last year starting. So out of the 11 starters, you have 5 new faces starting. Now, with that being said, the starters on defense, that's the starters now, have not played together, period, except for week 1. First time. You know what? I think I might be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 new starters on defense because you have the safety in Epps, you have Peters, Jacorian Bennett, Spillane, and then you also have Rotten at right guard, which Bars was starting there before he took that spot. 5 new starters on defense. Now, if half your defense is brand new, right, in a new system, do not expect this defense to hit the ground running and be on all cylinders on week 1. Do not expect him to be on all cylinders in week 2. But what you look for is the progression of the defense from week to week. That's the only thing you can gauge. I can only gauge week 2 by week 1 and see if the improvement is there. And see, this is the first time they had actual game film for them to break down, see their mistakes, correct their mistakes, and then apply that to the next week's game, which is against the Bills. We still have to play the Bills to find out, did the progression, did the fixes of the mistakes, did it occur? Is this team better after week 1? So us going in and saying, I mean, we're stating the obvious that they need to improve on tackling. Correct. You know what I mean? There's things that has to be done. There's certain individual players that must improve. They want to say Tyree Wilson is a disappointment. Tyree Wilson, you pretty much got to break it down like this. He only had a few snaps in the last preseason game of the season, which no other starters were out there, right? And you figure this guy missed a lot of camp as far as being out there because of recovering from the foot, and only had a few snaps in the last preseason game. So in essence, what you're looking at with Tyree Wilson is that the first couple of weeks of the regular season is in fact Tyree Wilson's preseason for him to get caught up. And the only way you can get him caught up is by giving him reps. So he has to get out there. And like I said, all rookies, they're going to bump their head before they learn that they have to duck when walking through the doorway. You know what I mean? So it's mistakes that must be made. These are mistakes that these young guys must make to improve, to become better. Same with Jacorian Bennett. Must make the mistakes. That's the part of the growth process of a rookie. Mistakes, because now you have film of what you did wrong, and now you can see what you're doing wrong and how to exactly correct that, rather than just think about what went wrong and think about what you might want to do to correct it. Now you physically have your evidence to see, okay, I did this wrong. You know what I mean? So it's a growth. Like I said, it's growing pains. And there's 2 types of growing pains that's going to go with this defense, with half of the defense being brand new additions. One is individual growing pains. That's the new guys and the rookies that's new to the system that Patrick Graham is running. Your Spillane. Spillane looked good, but there was some couple of times out there Spillane missed on tackles and whatnot. You know what I mean? So you got to factor that in. Jacorian Bennett is a rookie, first time in the system. You know what I mean? Epps, first time in this system with this team. Marcus Peters, first time in this system with this team. So you gotta factor all that in. See, and these aren't excuses. These are reasons why you're seeing growing pains, because these guys, they're not used to playing with each other. They have to develop that chemistry, and in order to do that, they got to get out there and have the reps. Same with Tyree Wilson. He has to get the reps to develop and let the game slow down to him, because he's coming off the line late. I see that. When the snap of the ball occurs, hey, Max Crosby's gone. And you see Tyree Wilson sits there for a minute. So my theory is that I think he's overthinking it, but that's expected for a rookie. They're going to overthink because you're trying to process shit which you have not developed that time frame in your head to understand what must be processed and the time and timely matter that you have to go through it to process it. You must allow that to happen. They must naturally mature in this defense. You know what I mean? So I understand we want results, but the results is going to come. We see glimpses. I say glimpses. We've seen glances of the potential of this defense. May not consistently. Now, if we can get these guys to produce consistently like they did in the second half against Denver, but do that for 4 quarters from quarter 1 to quarter 4, then we got something. We got something. If we see Tyree Wilson getting a little more comfortable, getting off that line when the ball snaps a little bit faster, now we're starting to see something. We start seeing Tyree Wilson implement more moves in a bull rush. Now we're starting to see the development of this young guy. But he has the talent. He has the talent. I doubt he'll be a bust. So if anybody out there thinking that he's just too gifted to be a bust, bruh. He just needs to develop. You know what I mean? That big ass frame he has in that wingspan has to be developed mentally. He has to be able to. The game comes to him where he doesn't even think about it. You know, developing that muscle memory. So that's what he has to work on. Same with Jacorian Bennett, Spillane. He still has to catch up. He's smart, but just because you're smart don't mean you got the whole playbook like that. It's things that they have to go through to identify. They have to identify what their mistake is and then correct it. Then apply it in the next game. So you have to wait the following week just to see if the adaptation that they got from the film study carries over into week 2. So we gotta allow that maturation in the development of these young guys. You know, you yelling on the TV Sunday because they had Bennett on the best receiver, but in the second half, had nothing to say. Hey, bruh, I'm telling you, you gotta allow the process, bruh. Trust the process. Shout out to the Philadelphia 76ers. Hey, trust the process. You have to go through this process. It's kind of like, you know what I mean? We all wish we can skip certain things in our life and just automatically end up where we want to be, but it don't work like that, bro. There ain't no time machines. You know what I mean? And sometimes your baptism is by fire. You must be thrown out there to the wolves to become a wolf. You feel me? You might start off as a cub, but you got to be thrown to the wolves to become a wolf. So allow it to happen. Us as fans, we got to be calm and patient. You know what I mean? And allow the process to happen. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, I want them not to make the same mistakes, but make as many mistakes as possible now. Different mistakes. That's going to tighten up their game. If they can get all the mistakes out the way now, do it. Because if they don't, then the mistakes is going to occur later on down the line when what happened if we are on the streak to win and get into a playoff situation, and then we got costly mistakes happening at the last minute. Get it out the way now. Get all this shit on film now. That's what these first 3-4 weeks. And if we can pull out wins while making the mistakes, that's even better, bruh. Like we did against Denver. We made some mistakes and we won the game still. So now not only do you got a W, but you got all this shit on tape for every guy on this team that made mistakes to go review, correct, and then apply it to week 2. I'm fine with that shit. I am fine with that. I'm not even tripping. I'm telling you, it's just allow it to happen and enjoy the ride, y'all. I'm telling you, because if this is one of them special years, and it can happen, why not? Why not? It happened to the Raiders before. We're the first ever wild card team to win a Super Bowl. It happened before. This ain't new to us. It's just new in this generation, but it's not new, period. We're the first ones to do that shit, to go as a wild card and win the Super Bowl. So don't think that it can't happen. All it takes is for you to hit your stride at the right time. I'd rather hit our stride towards the end of the year to get that momentum going rather than come out the gate. I'm going to give you an example, and I told y'all this last year. It was 1990. Was it 96? 1996 when the Raiders came back to Oakland from LA. We came out the gate, and we were 8-1. See, we came out the gate and hit our stride, but this is what happened. And you got to factor in everything because the Jets is going through it now. This is when we had at quarterback, fucking Hostetler. Hostetler. We had Hostetler at quarterback. We came back to Oakland. That year, man, they came out there and they were hotter than fish grease. 8-1, they came out the gate. Hostetler gets hurt. When he gets hurt, you know what happens? They lost the next 7 games. I wish that season was reversed. where we lost the first 7 games and then got hot and went 8-1. Even though you would have broke, 500, nothing happened. But I'm just telling you, if the opportunity come to make the playoffs and you're on a win streak going into the playoffs, bro, that means the gel is there. And I ain't talking about the World of Curls gel. I ain't talking about the motherfucking right guard gel. I'm talking about the team gelling as a unit to develop that chemistry, that camaraderie where they're on the same page. I heard them just mention that shit on I meant to get the clip too, where they mentioned that it's not. I told y'all the machine is greater than the sum of its parts, and they just mentioned this shit yesterday on YouTube, the Raider channel. Was it the Raider Roundtable, where he broke it down and be like, it's not about the big names, it's about the guys the individuals they bring in here to fit the whole system as a whole. And I see that, like, everybody has something that they're bringing to the table. That's why they're here. And once they all figure it out and they all bring what they bring uniquely to the table at the same time, bruh, teams are fucking in trouble. All teams that we face are in trouble. Because right now, we're not even hitting on all cylinders, not even close. But boy, the effort they bring on that field, bruh, will keep them in the game, period. Just the effort. Just the effort. But we don't just need effort. We need to fix the wrongs as well. But I see the development of that. I see it. So hold on, let me see if I can get this thing up real quick. This shit's still tripping on me. I have the stats of the defense as a whole. And bro, we put up, fuck it, we got numbers, bro. You know what? I'm gonna do this shit like this, bro. I gotta bring up this whole nother fucking page because this shit is. I hope this shit don't fuck me up. Let's do this. So right now, as we stand, our team, as much as we struggled in the first half, we are currently 8th overall in the league in ranking. And that's every stat that you offense, defense, special. We're 8th overall. We're top 10 right now as a team. Top 10. So, hey, all we got to do is build off that momentum, bruh, and we'll rise. Hey, but Spillane will be all right. And then Moehrig, Trayvon Moehrig. That's another guy that we got to understand. You know he's got one hand in a club, so he can't grab shit. He can only grab with one hand. He can't grab with the other hand. It's in a motherfucking club. I don't remember him hearing what happened to his hand, but yeah, he's wearing a club, bruh. So, but he was very big. You know what I mean? When it came to that tackle that he made on 3rd down, bro, to bring up a 4th down, that was very big. So like I said, let these guys develop and understand what it is that's asked of them in this defense. You know what I mean? Long as they don't continue to make the same mistake, I'm fine, bro. Let them learn. Let them learn. Burn that hand on that stove a few times to understand that motherfucker's hot. I'm not mad at that. Just don't keep burning your hand on the stove and you didn't learn shit the first time. That's my concern, that they don't learn from their mess ups. You feel me? Let me get into this real quick. Because we got some good stats, bro. Decent stats. Let me say that. Not the greatest, but they're decent. You know what I mean? They're decent. And what makes me know that the defense is not that bad is, for one, if your team is ranked 8th overall out of all 32 teams, you're 8th in the league, right? And that's like I said, it's both sides of the ball. In order for that to happen, you got to go ahead and look at what the offense did. The offense had 2 touchdowns, an interception, 200 yards passing, under 100 yards rushing, no sacks. So you know what they bring to the table. It wasn't a spectacular showing stat-wise for the offense. You still had your turnover. You was at exactly 200 yards passing. You know what I mean? That's not bad. But the running game, it wasn't, you know what I mean? It wasn't nothing. So that lets me know that the defense, in order to bring it to an 8th overall, had to add something to that pot to increase the ranking of this team to be at 8, which they had 2 sacks. They had I'm going off memory now, so just bear with me. Shit, I forgot how 7 tackles for loss. I'm trying to remember how many tackles we had. 60 something total tackles. No turnovers, but we had some pass breakups. Was I think 1 pass breakup, 1 PBU. God dang it. I don't remember. And how many hurries, QB hits? There was, I think, 4 QB hits. I'm guessing right now, bro. I got the stats, but my fucking God dang it, hold on, bro. Oh, come on, man. Did I do it? No, buddy, I didn't do it. Hold on. Give me the stats. Here we go. Okay, that's the 2023. So we're 8th right now. Let me see what other stats they gave us. Now look, which we know the points we scored, and the points allowed. Defense, or no, not defense. Our differential is only 1 point because of the 17-16 win. Damn it, where's the fucking? I need the defensive stats, man. That's standings. Yeah, so for the whole league, we are 8th in the league. And we're behind. And the teams were behind overall in the league. Cowboys is 1. Jacksonville Jaguars is 2. Cleveland Browns is 3. Green Bay is 4. Rams is 5. Jets is 6. Atlanta Falcons is 7. And the Raiders are 8. And you seen what Miami did, and they're 9. But look how many points they gave up, though. They let the Chargers score a gang of points. So they're ranked 9th. But the Raiders are 8th overall in the NFL in rankings. The whole fucking standings. League standings, that is. I need the fucking defense. Standings, score, schedules, stats. Maybe I should go to teams. Hold on real quick. I want to look at this defense, make sure I got those stats right. Okay, here we go. Defense. Okay, tackles. Oh, that's player stats. We need team stats. There we go. Let's see what we got going on defense for the Raiders. So right now our defense. Well, no, this is the not total defense team. Let me go team total defense. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't think this is the total. This is the tackling. Yeah, because right now we gave up a total of 260 yards. Our defense did. They're not the worst. Because the Chargers, they gave up. Look, the Chargers gave up 536 total yards. We're at 260, I think it is. So right now, I'm gonna tell you exactly what our defense is. 32. Right now, our defense is 9th. We're ninth. We're 9th in our. Hey, we're top 10 overall. We're 8th overall as a whole team, and we're 9th on defense. Go figure. So that lets me know that we are not that far off, and we're not that bad when you're top 10. Your defense after week 1 is top 10. So let's keep that in perspective. That now that's something to build on. Now let's see what we do in week 2 versus the Bills. That's going to be a big test. The team is already in West Virginia practicing as we speak. They're ready. They're ready. The fucking demeanor of this team in the locker room, from what I'm hearing from like Hondo Carpenter and them, is that they are approaching every game like they are to win. Bruh. Their confidence is high, bro, and all you need is team. You got a team full of players with God-given talent, right? And they're all on the same page. But not just that, they all feel like they're going to win the game. They know they're going to win the game. Oh my God! Hey, we might have created a damn monster, y'all. If these guys go like we won 17-16, right? 1 point win. If this week we go into Buffalo and win by 10 or 14, now you're starting to see the trajectory go up. You come home against Pittsburgh, you beat them by 17 or 20. Because they're not impressive. Pittsburgh is not impressive. And that's your first home game? Oh, hell no. If you come off the road beating Buffalo, going into week 3 at home against Pittsburgh, I'm telling you, all we need is for this defense to all start. They're not on the same page yet, bruh. Now, the offense is a little more advanced than what the defense is from my account. You know what I mean? Watching them play, the offense is way more advanced, but they're still not there yet. See, that's the crazy part. The offense is way more advanced than our defense is as far as the cohesiveness that they're developing. But with that being said, they were moving that ball. The offense ain't nowhere near being what they're going to be, but they still move the ball and control the clock. These are aspects of the offense that must be obtained in order to face and defeat the Kansas City Chiefs. If you keep Mahomes on the sideline, twiddling his thumbs while you eat off 5-6 minutes off the clock, but finish the drive with a touchdown and not having to settle for 3 points in the red zone, you done did your job. You done did your job. Because what you're doing, not only are you putting Mahomes on the sideline on long drives like that and you're finishing with touchdowns, that's exactly the time that y'all spent eating the clock is the same amount of time that Kansas City's defense will be on the field. Because you got to beat Kansas City to get to the playoffs, to get to anywhere. That's just facts. In order to beat a man, you got to beat the man. Period. And we're going to beat the dog shit out of him. We're going to beat the dog shit out of them because right now, I'm glad we got Kansas. See, this whole season, the schedule is set up for us to develop and become a great team by the time we enter the tail end of the season. We don't face Kansas City until later on. You know what I mean? So this allows us to make these mistakes now, learn from them, adjust, go into the next week, and apply what you learned to it. You feel me? Hey, shout out, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Hey, the dude, man. Shout out to the $2 super chat, man. I appreciate you. Raiders. That's right, bro. I appreciate that, man. For real. Everything that you do, hey, it helps the channel. It helps the channel for real, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, man, this team is on the right track. I know, and I know we're impatient, but sometimes, you know what I mean? We gotta settle it down some. And all we gotta do is bear witness to this team developing and becoming better. That's all we want this team to do, is to get better every week, and that's their mantra. They're in the locker room stating that they want to improve every week, individually and as a team. And right now, we are a top 10 team. I know it's just 1 week. It's not really a lot to hang your hat on, but it's enough to drive the nail in the wall to get ready to put that motherfucking hat up there. You know what I mean? We got the nail in the wall. Now, week 2, let's see what we do. Boy, I'm so damn excited, bro. This team right now, hey, they got everything you need to become a good team. You got the mental aspect, as far as not, even though we're coming off a win, spirits are high, your confidence is high, you're beaming, you're looking at your teammates, and I love the way, matter of fact, let's watch this again, bro. I love the way that Jimmy G and Devontae, and just look at Jimmy G's demeanor. What kind of quarterback is Jimmy G?
Go! Yeah, man. 1-0, baby. Let's go. Come on, 1-7. Yeah. God, wasn't pretty. You got done pretty enough. Yeah. Every win is pretty. Yes, sir. That's how we did something right there. God damn. It ain't got to be pretty. You just got to get it done. You just got to get it done.
So now you got a whole team with the mentality of just get it done. And that comes off the just win. Just win. It don't matter how you win. Just win, baby. Come on now. Just win. It does not have to be pretty. And that's facts. You're going to have some ugly games. But if you can pull it out, so what? It builds character. So now what you do, you learn from your mistakes, go into the next game, and you try to dominate from all aspects. Now, this defense, let's go. Let's go. I see what you're trying to do. Let's go. I'm not, man. Let these guys develop right before our eyes, man. I'm juiced. You know what I mean? They got the right mindset. Let me say it like this. It's not just the right mindset. It's the right players with the right mindset. That's the beauty of this. Remember I told y'all earlier in the early parts of the preseason that what they have to do on defense is unlock the defense. And what I mean by that is they got to come up with the right combination to unlock it. That means you have to have the right personnel that's standing side by side out there to unlock the potential of this defense. This is where what they're doing, they're starting to play with the combination. You know what I mean? They're playing with the combination now. You know, they're trying to get the right guys out there. We don't even have Chandler Jones. I think Chandler Jones would have been a different Chandler Jones this year on the field. But unfortunately, things happen. It's neither here or there. We won the game without him. But I still think that just to have that depth and have that experience with him coming in lighter in shape, that means he worked his ass off to try to play. But as far as the other off the field shit, oh well. Oh, and then also the Raiders have brought back Willis on the practice squad. and they got rid of Dark Angel. They let him go, the linebacker that was on the practice squad. So we brought another defensive end who knows the system, who was here with us. He's back with the squad, on the practice squad. So now we're starting to see shit. And that makes me wonder, because we only played with 3 defensive ends last week. So do they bring Adam Plant up? Is Plant coming up? Or what's the name coming up off the practice squad, since they brought Willis in on the practice squad? Sam Tanker, good morning to you, man. Thank you for being here. It's good to see you. The dude, love to see Jimmy G running. Hey, man, I love that too, man, for the first, for real. And you know what? The beauty about that run that he made too, though, to sew up the game, even though he was running, you see his eyes were still downfield. It still was looking downfield, because if something would have opened up before he hit the line of scrimmage, bruh, he probably would have let it rip. But there was no need for that shit. You know what I mean? Wasn't nothing there, so he just took that first down, slid, and game over. You know what I mean? Game. But Jimmy G, and every time you seen like video of him on the sideline after the offense left the field, it was always a smile on Jimmy G's face. No stress, no worries. He was having fun, bruh. And when you have fun at your job, bruh, it's no longer a job. You know what I mean? That does a big thing for your psyche as well, to go into a situation where it's not work. You're out there having fun like you're a kid again on the playground. Just don't run into no motherfucking parked cars like I did before. 631 ENT, man. What's the deal, man? Yeah, when he got that foot rolled up over and he was limping, I was like, oh shit. That's the fucking foot too. But he's good, bro. He was good. It's good to see, you know, he making the right decisions at just out of nowhere. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro. Hey, Willis is solid. Snoop, hey, shout out to you, man. Thank you for pulling up, man, for real. But yeah, man, it's good to have Willis back, man, to add to the defensive end department, because like I said, we only had 3 of those fools last week, but now we getting guys that was already here. See, a lot of these guys that didn't make the team that went through camp, don't be surprised. All it takes is one injury, and then you bring somebody back. You know what I mean? And it's not really, you have to coach them up to, as far as the playbook goes, they know it. You know what I mean? So good move. Yeah, bro. It don't look. I right now it don't look good for. But see, I can't really say that as far his days are numbered, because they could have been released him. They could have been did it if they were gonna go that route. But I think they're gonna go ahead and be patient and work with him to try to get him. If there's mental issues, address it. You know what I mean? But ain't no sense in us keep talking about it. He ain't out there. We got to talk about the next man up, like Kuntz, and we got to talk about Tyree Wilson and can their development. And as far as them watching film, can they go take the next step in week 2 versus the Bills? This is all gonna be on the menu. You know what I mean? The Bills are beatable. They struggle against the run. And then as far as their offense go, if you apply pressure to Josh Allen, he will make mistakes and throw interceptions and possibly fumble. You know what I mean? The pressure busts pipes, bro. And that's the truest that statement will ever get is against the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen had 4 fucking interceptions, bro. 4. No, 3. There's 3 in a fumble. You know, last year he had 17 interceptions, turnovers. That's his part of his DNA, bro. That's what happens when you're out there being a gunslinger. You're going to get INTs, bro. That's why I'm glad Garoppolo is not a gunslinger. It's okay to be a manager. Do not turn over the ball. In that one interception he got in the end zone, that was a pop-up. That was anybody's ball once it popped up. But the receiver he went to was not double covered. It was man versus man, 1 versus 1. You know what I mean? And it got popped up, bro. And that's the risk you take when you gamble like that. But he wasn't afraid to do it, because if Dewey would have caught the ball and got a touchdown, we wouldn't have said shit about him forcing the ball into somebody that was covered. It just so happens it just didn't go that way. It went the other way instead. But it didn't beat us. And I'm pretty sure he said it himself that, hey, sometimes it's just best to throw it away, live the play another day. You know what I mean? So, hey, he'll learn from it. You know what I mean? I know he out there. Hey, he was feeling it. You could tell that Jimmy G was out there feeling it, bruh. Hey, to be back out there starting again in an offense that he came into the league playing. Well, I know. And then playing with Jacoby Myers and Devontae Adams, and you know what I mean? So now this coming week, the defense is all on you, bruh. You might want to use Diablo as a spy on Allen. If Allen wants to get kind of antsy in the pocket and want to take off, start running, let Debo. Now let me quit the real Debo, Diablo. Let Debo go ahead and take his chain and his bike. Shout out to Friday. You know what I mean? Let Debo take his chain and bike. Go rush his ass, bruh. Go put some hits on him. Let him hit the ground hard and let him get bruised up a little bit. That's what the defense got to do. Got to be aggressive and relentless. So I'm ready for Sunday. I know y'all are. Man, shout out to you guys for pulling up and hanging with your boy Lunatic this morning. Like I said, we have good discussions. We talk some real shit here, bruh. Y'all make a lot of good points in that chat too. Let that be known in case everybody think I'm just coming up with everything. Hell no. Y'all got good. Hey, y'all got good vision when it comes to watching these games too and seeing what you see, because it's good to have different aspects as far as you seeing it from this angle and I'm seeing it from this angle, and then we come together. Hey, you know what? You're right. That's exactly what the fuck happened. So yeah, hey, we all right, y'all. I want to see Tyree with a sack as well, bro. A couple of them. I think after that first sack, it becomes intoxicating. It becomes addictive, where now he's going to want to – and he got – man, this is a young, freakish-ass athlete at defensive end, bro, out of college. This dude has all the attributes. Now he got to put it together with the mental aspect. You know what I mean? Coming off the snap and different moves he can use in pass rushing. He got the strength. He got the size. You know what I mean? He matches up well with any defensive tackle. I mean, against any offensive tackle he goes up against. He's a matchup. He's a nightmare. You know what I mean? Because I think he might be even a little more athletic than most offensive tackles anyway. But to be 6'6" and 270, and God knows if he's more than that because of being in the weight room. You know what I mean? If your foot is hurt, then I'm my upper body's gonna be strong, bro, because I'm up there bench pressing. I'm doing all that curls, all that shit. So I can push my weight from 270 to about 280, 285, a 300-pound offensive lineman. I can match up with that at 285 with muscle. Let's go Raiders. Let's go Raiders. Hey, week 2 is approaching us slowly but surely. Today is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. FOMO. Can we say FOMO? Let me see FOMO. FOMO in the chat. FOMO. That's exactly where we at, bruh. We FOMO away from week 2. FOMO. Let me show y'all what that look like. We FOMO. FOMO away, bruh. FOMO days. FOMO days, bruh. Egalitarian. If Trayvon Moore is struggling in coverage, why not give it? I don't think he's struggling, bruh. You got to remember, he got a club on his hand, too. He can't grab with one hand. You know what I mean? You can't wrap him up and grab. You can't grab no arms, no ankles. You got to use your forearm with the club hand because you can't grab shit. You got a club, bro. So you got to try to pin a leg and an arm between your forearm and your bicep because you can't grab. That's another thing you got to factor in. But he got to still wrap up, though. You still got to wrap up even with only one hand. Christopher Smith might get his opportunity. If what they say about the way our offense and defense runs, well, the defense is a little bit different because there's going to be more personnel than actually coming out there with a different defense. What you'll see is if something's not working, or if you think somebody's better suited for the next team we face, you're going to see those. I think you'll see that swap out. You know what I mean? So if they feel like Chris Smith is better against what we're going to face with Buffalo than what Trayvon Moore is, then you make that switch. You know what I mean? You make that switch. So it's a wait and see. We'll see exactly how they attack Buffalo's. It's fun to wait and see, though. We don't see until it's rolled out there on the field. You know what I mean? Until the drive begins. Then we get to see our offense. Like, okay, here's another thing about Jakobi Meyers, y'all. In the building, this is what Hondo said. It is expected that Jakobi Meyers plays Sunday. This is the expectation in the building, unless something arises that says he can't play. So, hey, fingers crossed, he can get back out there. But if not, like I say, next man up, bruh. Maybe you go to Renfro, or better yet, like I said, the two offensive, the guys on offense that's going to make a difference on the team this week, Josh Jacobs and whoever the fucking tight end is starting. Whether it's Hooper, tight ends, period. Hooper, Michael Mayer, it don't matter. But Josh Jacobs and whatever tight end, that's going to be the key to the victory, scoring points. Because they're going to try to lock in on Devontae. Like I said, Myers might not play. And then you still got Josh Jacobs, which they might try to stack the box here and there. But then you go to your release valve. We still stay true to the run. It don't matter if you're only getting 2.5 yards a carry on the run. You stay true to it. Never become one-dimensional. Still make that defense know, hey, even though we stopping the run, they still running. But I expect Josh Jacobs to come out there like a bat out of hell, and he's watching the film too. He's seeing what he can do better at, and like he has that mind frame where, bruh, week 2 might be a little different story with Josh Jacobs out there, bruh, when it comes to facing this defense of Buffalo. It's going to be a long day for Buffalo. I got that feeling. I think we're going to tear their ass up in the run game, and we're going to tear their ass up with our tight end. I just got that feeling. Will it happen? Who knows? This is just my guess. You know what I mean? But shout out everybody out there, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. Remember, FOMO. Raider Man 81, man. Salute to you. Thank you for pulling up. Hopefully, if he does play, it's all these is a little still. Yeah, man. Hey, we're gonna watch this shit unfold together, y'all. Sunday, hey, FOMO, baby. FOMO days. So with that being said, man, you guys enjoy your day, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all pulling up. If you have not done so, please, if you're new to this channel, if you're watching and you're new, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up. Now we're working our way to 1,400. We passed 13. That's what I wanted to get to. Now we at 14. So we're going to 14. So let's go ahead and get that shit going, man. Please hit that like button, share the video, leave a comment, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified of all the content I release on this channel, as well as breaking news, man. Salute to the world's most dangerous chat. Like I say, without you, there's no me, and without us, there's no nation. There's only one nation. That's the Mickey Ficky Raider Nation, man. Y'all be safe out there. Make it back home to your loved ones in one piece, man. And I look forward to seeing each and every one of you guys here tomorrow morning. Same Raider time, same Raider channel, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern, right here on Raiders Allegiance, man. Hey, the host with the most, man, Lunatic Raider. As I always say about this time, I'm out this. Me. La 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 la. Out this B-I-N shot.